And now for our feature presentation.
Yo, Clean, drop that shit.
You know what I'm saying? Get some of that fresh knowledge, straight from Jazzy, the man himself, and listen to everybody else that's going to speak on the panel. And really, I'm going to take my mental notes and take it from there and learn, man, grow from this experience right here alone, to better myself. But you know what it is, man. Serious, Lambo. Got my team around. We chilling. This is why we doing it, man. That's what it is. Live down in LA, downtown, by the Staples Center. You know what I'm saying? Vegas. Repeat. 1 for 3.
Shout out to the real Rick Ross in the house right now. The real Rick Ross. Again, the real Rick Ross. Y'all can do better than that. I said the real Rick Ross is in the house today. And one of the most important things, let's shout out to the sponsors that are here also. CassandraChristmas.com in the back. On the right, we got IndyPower.com on the left right there. So y'all go on, I know y'all came in and talked to them and said good stuff. They got a lot of information for you as well, so make sure you go on and see them. CassandraChristmas.com, IndyPower.com. Of course, let's keep it going right now. Sticks.
Producer really gets in, and physically getting in with the artist, knowing what he wants, how he wants the record to sound, a certain way. Beatmaker just sends it out. Beatmaker just sits back. You know what I mean? It's nothing against the beatmaker, but because I started off as a beatmaker. I mean, everybody pretty starts off as a beatmaker because you're making beats for yourself. So you get artists, you know what I mean? So until you get the artist to really work with in the studio, you get to interact with the artist. Sometimes when I'm in producer mode, I make a track and somebody will get on it and I start adding instruments or something like that after they've laid the vocals. So it's a whole different kind of game to it when you're dealing with the artist, interacting with them, as opposed to just sending out music or just sitting back and letting the artist do what they do to the track itself. You know what I mean? So I just encourage all producers to try to make a step towards being, actually all beat makers making a step towards being a producer, because it makes you better all around, you know what I mean? Interacting with the artist, and you get to, right again, dealing with the aspect of dealing with the artist, baby. Let me get back on it. Phone calls, okay. But basically that's it. They answered it, you know what I mean? So if you're producing, try to get towards being a producer, you know what I mean? Interacting with your artist instead of just being a beat maker.
Even when you are a producer, sometimes I'm going to be forced to become a beat maker again. Like, I consider myself to have that situation. Like, if I'm getting placements out there, people are going to have a full song done and not even tell you to the record, printed up and ready to go. So that's me, like, pretty much being forced to become a beat maker, which is nothing wrong with it. I have no problem with being a beat maker at sometimes, but, like you said, I do encourage everybody to become a producer because it just builds your whole sort of character, I guess. So, as a producer, you're just going to be more involved with everything that you're doing musically-wise, which is going to make you better. So.
Correct me, correct me if you want. And this is not a diss, but I'm just trying to think of past placing. So the difference between producer and beat maker would be like Quincy Jones and like Soulja Boy. No, I mean, but I'm just saying, Lane is Turner, I'll take a nigga air just for breathing it. You're seeing it, so you're believing it. Product of the ghetto, the hood is me. I mean, a lot of niggas rap just not as good as me. And real niggas will tell you that much money skill. Got a banger in my jeans, so they say
Quincy Jones and I would say like KE on the track. I don't know if you heard of him. He's from Atlanta. He did and I would say that was the difference. He made the beat and sent it in, and it became a hit, but yet still, all he did was send it in. That's my boy, like, no diss to him. Like, That's what it. That's the
Producer
difference.
has to make sure the levels are correct, has to make sure the topic is reached on the song, the volume and how the person is singing. I can make rappers do their verse over and over, and a beat maker can't do that. A beat maker will just say, oh, I got, Nas on it, good. And a producer be like, nah, he should be a little more hyper. He has a bigger perspective of the song, and he did more research on how many outlets you can do with this song. That's what a producer does over a beat maker. A beat maker is in the trenches and pretty much is inside of a box, and a producer gets that song outside the box. And if you don't have that, then your song will sound like every song will sound without a producer. Question is that?
So pussy, you should be wearing a thong. The name is Muggs Money. I earned that shit. I made a gang of money, my nigga, and burnt that shit.
I mean, you gotta sometimes. Yeah, for real.
All that kind of, activity inside of a studio is really not what you're supposed to be doing. You're really wasting time, basically. That's what usually happens.
Now for our feature presentation.
Yo, play, drop that shit.
I run this shit, nigga. Wish a nigga would tell me otherwise, nigga. I've been doing this, nigga. Long time. Yo, they say I'm dumb fly, soldier gang alumni. 26, got me sitting so high. Fuck them other guys, cause they flow was pitiful.
I think it's a lane for it.
That was shit on you. Pull that 40 out and let it go. When you see it, you're like, damn, like, damn. I'ma let the shit right at the tech until it jam. I'm the motherfucking man with what you didn't understand. I'll run this shit like a motherfucking marathon. These rappers is bitches in the mirror, putting mascara on. These niggas get in my space and think that they on. They thinking that they gas until I prove they ass wrong. They be hitting me like mugs. I think we should do a song. I reply, you so pussy, you should be wearing a thong. The name is Muggs Money. I earned that shit. I made a gang of money, my nigga, and burnt that shit.
So the way you open the field, wide open for you, I would want to hear it as well.
I think spoken word, like you say, it is marketed. At the same time, sometimes you got to kind of deal with how the game is. I don't really think radio is ready for poetry records unless, like you're saying, unless it's appealing. Like, it's been on music before, it's been done, don't get me wrong. Like, it definitely can be done. You might be the guy to do it, but like you said, just believe you can do it and it shall be done. It's really that simple. It's really that simple.
Well, I mean, for you to be successful as a poet, I think there's a huge lane for that because you can listen to albums like Carl Thomas. He got poetry on his album. I'm sure dude got some type of royalties off of it. I don't know if the record got played on the radio, but it's successful. And you could look at like Fabulous. I think he started that album with poetry. Same dude.